And welcome back. The Stampede are back home tonight at the Denny, trying to gain some ground in the standings. They have been one of the hottest teams in the USHL since the 1st of December. But the Western Division is loaded with great teams, including the Stampede. And they want to finish strong down the stretch and see where that takes them in the playoffs.
Making playoffs and making a run at the Clark Cup, I think if we just buy in together and keep doing what we're doing, we could be a great team down the stretch here.
I know we're not very far up in the standings, but our record's pretty good, and I think our team's coming together nicely.
I would agree. With home games tonight and tomorrow, the Herd want to gain some ground in the standings. They are 4th in the West, and they're not going to catch the first-place team, but they could move all the way up to 2nd. They're only 4 points out of 2nd place with 2 games in hand, and that's pretty important to consider. The South Dakota State men's basketball coach, TJ Otzelberger, sure likes what he's been seeing from his team since that loss at Fort Wayne. They are on the road tonight in Tulsa against Oral Roberts, sitting atop the Summit League standings. And after a brief lull, All-American Mike Dahm has been on a roll of late. He was Conference Player of the Week for the 7th time this year and 18th overall. Yikes. But TJ is really liking the overall effort of his team, not just his superstar.
The wins and losses will take care of itself if we can continue to play better as a team, finish plays on the glass, continue with a good defensive effort. I think we're more process driven than outcome, and I think just staying with that process will prove to bode really well for us.
The play of the rest of the team is going to determine how far they will go. David Jenkins is a future star. He's actually a star now. Skylar Flatten has been brilliant, but these guys, the younger players, have really been contributing more of late. Again tonight, the men are at Oral Roberts. The women are at Denver. That's a very important game for them as well. Now, the Jacks lost big at Fort Wayne. The men did. Their only loss in Summit League play. And last night, unfortunately, the Coyotes did as well. Trey Birch-Manning back in the lineup with a fadeaway. And Stanley Amude, boy, has he been good. Watch the pump, hangs in the air, makes the shot after the foul. He had 32 points last night, but they just couldn't do anything with John Conchar. He was great. 21 points, 10 rebounds for him. He's probably the 2nd best player in the Summit League behind Mike Dahm, a distant second, I might add. And watch the nice pass by Conchar here for the dunk as the Mastodons would go on to win. 102-71 was your final last night. Now, to say that the Augustana men's basketball team is young, well, that would be an understatement. They start 4 freshmen and a sophomore and bring 2 more freshmen off the bench. Most of these guys are from the region, which is kind of cool. And what's most impressive is that they are winning despite their inexperience. It's clear these guys aren't fazed by their age, and they are having fun.
So it's an investment. We're getting better. We still have a long ways to go, but we have been able to win some games too. So it's really kind of been a fun year. Still got a long ways to go in every game we play. We can win, we can lose. We can win big, we can lose big. I mean, you never know what's good. If there were odds makers for Division II basketball, we would be driving Vegas nuts because there is no way of predicting how this team's going to play. But it's been fun, and they're a great group.
They're fun to watch, too. The Vikings are just 1 game out of 1st place in the Southern Division of the NSIC. They are tied with USF in 2nd place. Imagine how good they're going to be as they mature together as a college basketball team. And that's sports. We'll all be right back.